Good morning, my dear students. I'm happy to meet you all once again for a video presentation like this. In this particular video presentation meant for class 9 of CBSE, we'll discuss some more problems on rational and irrational numbers. In the previous video, we might have seen how to represent root 2, root 3, root 4, root 5, etc. on the number line. How to represent the same thing spirally. Okay, that is the one you are supposed to see as the first problem. And I'm planning to add videos for almost all chapters of class 9 of CBSE. Those who want to have automatic notification about the new videos being uploaded, please subscribe by clicking the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. Now, representing root 2, root 3, getting root 2, root 3 spirally, the method goes like this. Okay, just listen carefully. I'll just take length OA1 of 1 unit. Okay, I'll just draw A1, A2 further. Okay, same unit, 1 unit. This is 1 unit. This is also 1 unit. I'll draw it to be perpendicular to this. Okay, now draw OA2. Now I end up with OA2 will be is equal to root of OA1 square plus A1 A2 square by Pythagoras theorem. This is 1 square plus 1 square. Therefore, this will be root 2. Now, I'll just represent again A2, A3 perpendicular to this 1 unit. Okay, uniformly, or you take it as 1 centimeter, whatever it may be, doesn't matter. I call it as 1 unit. Okay, mark it as 1 unit. Just draw here, draw A2, A3. Therefore, I can think about OA3, which is root of OA2 square plus what is it exactly? A2, A3 square, which is anyway this length is root 2 whole square will become 2 plus 1. Root 2 whole square is 2 and plus 1 is, this will be root 3. Then continue further, mark 1 unit over here again. You call it as, let us say, A4. You call it as A4. Okay, now this will be 1 unit. Sorry, this now point is A4. Okay, this measurement is 1 unit. This measurement will be 1 unit. Just draw OA4. OA4 now will be root of, okay, this will be automatically root 3 the whole square plus 1 square, which is anyway 2. You can measure, this is 1 plus 1, this will be 2 units, this will become 2 units automatically. Then draw A5 further. Okay, A4, A5 of 1 unit length, let us say. Draw OA5. Now OA5 now is root of, this will be 2 square plus 1 square again. Apply Pythagoras theorem again and again. 4 plus 1 is equal to root 5. Further it goes spirally. Okay, it looks like like a circle is being formed. Therefore, you call it as how to get it spirally. And if you want to represent number line after this, you can proceed like this. Okay, just draw a number line, okay, real line, and mark one point as O. Okay, with O as center and of course OA2 as length, mark point over here. This is root 2. Okay, again O as center and OA3 as length mark point over here P2, which will be, this will be root 2, this will be root 3. Okay, this will be root 3. Then of course with O as center and OA4 as am I right? Yeah, OA4, that will be 2. Okay, again O center and OA5 as radius, the mark point over here, that will be root 5, that will represent root 5, and so on. Let me explain the whole lot once again. I just take segment OA1 as length 1 unit. I'll draw A1, A2 perpendicular to this of same unit, same 1 unit. Therefore, draw OA2. OA2 by Pythagoras theorem will be root of 1 square plus 1 square, this will be root 2. Draw A2, A3 of 1 unit length perpendicular to this. Draw OA3. Again, apply Pythagoras theorem. Root of root 2 whole square plus 1 square. This will be root 3. Okay, this length is root 3. Don't get confused, please. Okay, let me mark towards the left everything. This is my root 3. This is my root 5, and so on. Okay, towards my right I am marking. Okay, therefore, this will be root 3. Then draw A3, A4 of 1 unit perpendicular to this. Everywhere it should be perpendicular, otherwise it won't be meaningful. Okay, Then after drawing OA4, applying Pythagoras theorem, root of root 3 whole square plus 1 square. This will be exactly 2. You can just measure. If this is 1, 1 plus 1, this will be twice of the same. And then I started with initially, it will be 2. Again draw A4, A5 perpendicular to this. Okay, then draw OA5. OA5 is root of 2 square plus 1 square. This will be root 5. Okay, and I can proceed. Therefore, it goes spirally. Therefore, how to get root 2, root 3, root 5, root 4, root 5 spirally? This is how you get spirally. How to mark on the number line? I can proceed like this. I'll draw a line. I'll mark a point O over here. Okay, I'll just mark a point O over here. Okay, I will just with O as center and OA2 as radius, mark point P1. That will be my root 2. With O as center, OA3 as radius, I'll mark P3, which will be P2, that is root 3. Then with O as center and OA4 as radius, it will be point. Root 4 is nothing but 2. It's a whole number. And of course, O as center and I'll mark OA5 as radius. Mark a point over here, P1, P2, P3, it will be P4, that will be root 5 and so on. Now for after identifying the various values spirally here, I'll be able to mark it on the number line also. It is an easier way to proceed. It is an easier way to proceed. But this itself will make your answer to be very clear. Answer to be very clear. Okay. Next, you know very well any fraction having infinite recurring decimal, they are also called rational numbers. You can bring such numbers also of the form P by Q. Just bring 0.3 bar. Okay. 3 bar in the form P by Q. Let me just try how we go about it. Okay, let x is equal to 0.3 bar, which is 0.333, etc. Now also 10x equal to 3.333, etc. Okay, you name this as 1, name this as 2. Subtract 1 from 2. 9x becomes, here it goes up to infinity, therefore the decimal part will get cancelled. X will be 3 by 9, which is 1 by 3. You can just check the reverse way also. Divide 1 by 3, 0.10, 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are 9 and so on. For reverse way also you can check. I repeat once again, bring 0.3 bar in the form P by Q. Any number having infinite recurring decimal is called rational number. I can bring it to the form P by Q. Therefore, I will take x as 0.3 bar, that is 0.333, goes up to infinity. Okay, multiply 10 with this, I will get 3.333, etc. Name them as 1 and 2. Subtract 1 from 2. 10x minus x is 9x. Here, the decimal part, it goes up to infinity. Therefore, just by shifting 1 3 over here won't make any difference in infinity over here. Infinity minus 1 is again infinity. There are infinitely many 3's after the decimal over here. It will get cancelled. For 3 minus 0 is 3. Therefore 3 by 9 is 1 by 3. You can even check the reverse way also. Divide 1 by 3, 0.10, 3 3's are 9, remainder 1, 10, 3 3's are 9 and so on. For the reverse way also we can check what it exactly means. Thank you students for patient watching.